Hi there. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new talk with Stephen Dossou, all the way from Togo, Togo. You know how we do it, all right? I'm excited, okay? I'm excited because it's a brand new day. It's a brand new opportunity. It's a brand new something. Well, my voice is to inspire, for you to aspire so that you may not expire in the achievement of your dreams and your goals. And today, I want to share something with you. Today, I want to share something with you that you can hold on to. I want to share something with you that indeed I am born to share. Let me tell you the story of John. John is a close friend of mine, and John loved this dearly woman. Okay, he loved this woman so much that he was prepared to do anything for this woman. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you the name of this woman, but her name is Josephina. I'm not gonna tell you her name, no, but her name is Josephina. Okay. Just a couple of weeks ago, John called me and said, Steve, I'm in sorrow, that my heart is broken. I'm like, John, what's wrong? Why in sorrow? You're the most lively guy I know. You always smiling, excited. Everywhere you go, everybody wants to hang out with you. What is happening? And he says, Steve, you know Josephina, the girl I love so much? She said, we don't match. She said that she's not into me anymore. So she packed her things and go. Go where? I'm like, listen, can we do something to bring her back? And we pull a grandiose act, jump from a plane, jump from a canyon, something. He said, no, Steve, you don't understand. She's gone out of the country. I'm like, whoa, okay. Now, would you say that that is a problem to you right now? And John said, listen, Steve, my heart is broken. I feel lost. It's something I had never, ever imagined. But Steve, I've got to tell you this, that as much as I feel down right now, that as much as I don't know where my world is going to be right now, I don't know what to do. This is literally a problem for me. I've gone in depth to just please this woman. I've done everything I could to just please this woman. Look, I got to tell you this, that there's a blessing ahead. Oh, John, my brother. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you today about problems and blessings. Very often in life, when we find ourselves in a situation like John's, where we feel as if the world has crumbled around us. We feel as if we are unable to see the horizon. Have you ever been there? I have been there. Have you ever been in a situation where every attempt you've made to move forward has failed? Have you ever been in a situation where you've thrown everything at the wall, but nothing is sticking? Have you ever been in a situation where you've had a dream as big as possible? You had high hopes, we call it. Be in a situation where you think that this is me, this is just me, this is the right time. My opportunity is here, my time is here, but then nothing materializes. Oh yeah. Sometimes you throw everything at it. I mean, it's one thing if you don't get anything out of it. Okay, it's one thing when what you do doesn't work, but it turns into a problem that turns against you. It's like this time around when I was very motivated. I tried very hard. Okay, I mean, I had just gotten out of corporate. I started a new company, and I had loaned some money to go into business. And look, I mean, if the business failed, it was one thing, and then the money was just gone up. But now I was sitting with a debt from the bank and a debt that I was doing nothing. There was no money coming in for me to pay for. I was sinking into problem. Robert Schuller, tough time never lasts, but tough people always do. Look, what I've learned in my life is that whenever we find ourselves in a problem, whenever we find ourselves in a crisis, that deep within it, all right, deep within it, there's always an opportunity that is disguised, hidden in this problem. Ralph Emanuel says that we should never, ever let a serious crisis go to waste. I talk about that in my TEDx talk. If you haven't watched that yet, I want to urge you to go and watch my TEDx talk, where I talk about the upside of losing momentum. That, listen, sometimes we may be losing momentum. Sometimes we may find ourselves in a situation where everything we've thought is going down the drain, but all we have to do is to take time and look closely. Oh yeah, I've got something for you today. Yeah, all we've got to do is look closely enough and take our time and understand that there's a time to fail, a time to win. There's a time to cry, a time to laugh, a time to sow, a time to reap, a time to feel warm, and a time to feel cold. Look, I mean, I'm from Togo, right? I mean, it's 30 degrees every single day. I mean, like January to December. It can go sometimes as high as 35 to 40 degrees. And I mean, when it gets really cold, the first time I landed in Netherlands, I mean, listen, it was so cold. My girlfriend at the time, Judith Feld, she bought me a jacket, and I wore that jacket like I was dressing like 6 clothes at the same time. Hello? It's no joke. I mean, don't mess with it. Don't mess with cold, all right? So when we find ourselves in these situations that we usually call problems, I want to tell you this, okay? I want to tell you this, that we can never, ever live by avoiding problems. We can never, ever live trying to say that we want to live a life without problems. Because guess what? The solution we get for solving another problem is another problem. Hello? Yeah, I'm here. I want to share some truth with you today. A blessing is when you are challenged to be what you want to be. I mean, when I was sleeping in that shack of $20 that I couldn't even afford the rent, when those mice would come and eat my food and look at me and want to bully me on top, when I walked into that bar that day in South Africa and all white folks were out there and they were out there to get me, they're like, hey, look at that kafir. Kafir is a racist word for Black people in South Africa. And they were all out to get me and take my life. What? It wasn't that very night that as I was running for my life, that I met this gentleman that would then speak to my boss, and that would be a result of my promotion. Yeah. Let me share something with you, okay? It was when I had quit corporate. I had started a business, and the business has failed. It was in that time that when I asked the right questions, I eventually figured out that my talent and my passion for speaking and coaching, problems and blessings. You know, look, you gotta note this down, okay? That the reward that you get out of a problem is a blessing that is disguised. Yes. The only time when you're unable to see that blessing is when your eyes are not ready to see that as yet. It's me talking, Stephen Dossou, all the way from Togo, T-O-G-O. I'm not playing with you today. I want to drop some wisdom on you today. Yes. Come on, let's speak some truth, okay? Problems and blessings. So many times I thought that the battle was lost, okay? I thought the battle was lost. I always forget about, I'm talking about back in those days, okay? Before I got this ultimate wisdom, I almost always forget about the war. We may lose the battle, but we never end the war. No, we never do that. We only do that when we decide to end the war. We only lose the war when we indeed take a conscious, deliberate decision to lose the war. But as long as we keep swinging, as long as we keep fighting, as long as we keep doing what we have to do, yes, in order for you to be what you want to be, you ought to do what you've got to do. In order for you to get what you want to get, you ought to do what you've got to do. In order for you to become tomorrow what others will not be, in order for you to have tomorrow's what others won't have, you've got to be willing to do today others won't do. Jim Rohn. Yes. Oh, yeah. Come on. I'm excited today, all right? I mean, I want to share this talk with you to bring about to your attention that our blessings that we talk about, The things that we pray for every single day, they are not going to come and drop from the sky. No. They are not going to come and drop on our golden plate. They are not going to come and then appear in our dreams and we wake up with things in our hand. No, I don't know what you're dreaming about right now. I don't know what you're thinking about right now. But if it is to become a speaker or a coach, let me tell you something. I've got a webinar for that. Let me tell you something that you too can do it. If I, the boy from Togo, Togo, West Africa, 2-bedroom house with 9 siblings can go from there and speak all over the world, why can you not do it? I don't have 2 tails. Yeah. No, I don't have 3 heads. No, come on, let's be some truth, yeah. The reason why you're still looking at what you are going through right now as a problem that is holding you back is because you have not shifted your perspective as yet. Do not conform to the things of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Let your mind be renewed today so that you can discern that in the problem you are going through right now, there is a blessing. I want to tell you the story of Godwin. Godwin, again, is a very close friend of mine. Godwin, Godwin was in his age, 29, 30. Godwin had impregnated this girl. And he was on a trip. And at 3 o'clock in the morning, he got a message from this girl. This girl said that she was gone. Gone where? She disappeared in the wind till today. And Godwin lost his mind. But here's something Godwin did not do. Godwin did not drop his head and shoulders. No, because guess what? When we drop our heads and our shoulders, all the opportunities start flying above us. All the things we could lift up our head and discern and see, we don't do that anymore. Simply because we don't come to the understanding that within the problem is disguised the actual blessing. The blessing is when you are challenged to be who you want to be. A blessing is when you are challenged to have what you have to have. And guess what? When you are challenged, force is gotta be involved. When you are challenged, you've got to fight. Life is a fight for territory. If you start fighting for what you want, what you don't want automatically takes over. Oh, yes. Yes, you got me today, okay? Hey, listen. Hello? All the way from Togo, Togo, a 2-bedroom house. I know what it is, ladies and gentlemen, to sleep for 3 days with no food. Yes. I know what it is to be called names by other people. I know what it is to be left down by a woman because you got nothing. Yes. Let me talk to you about something. But while all of that was happening, I never forgot that God is above. Yes. I never forgot that, listen, for it to happen, all I've got to do is understand that I may look at it as a problem right now, but there is somebody else somewhere praying to have that problem of mine. Yeah, hear me well. You hear me? Listen to what I'm saying carefully. I'm saying whatever you are going through right now, there is somebody else right now somewhere that's going through worse and praying to have that just problem you have. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look, they say somebody is in the tree eating mangoes 24/7. There's somebody beneath the tree just imagining, hoping that if only I could be in that tree. And then somebody on his deathbed said, look, I will do everything just to stand on that mango tree, even if I have to go hungry every day. Listen to me. Whatever you're going through right now, there is somebody somewhere going through worse and is praying to be in your position. Listen to me. Yes, I'm talking today. I know something about it. I know something about going places to preach success where else you've had 1 meal in the day. Hey, listen, I know something to start a business and to having to tighten your belt to pay the bills. I know something. I know what it is to work day and night and not earn a cent. Yeah. Yes. But the reality is, the true question is, How committed are you to your dreams and goals? How committed are you to your life calling? Papa may have, mama may have, but God bless the child who searches for his own. Yes. Problems and blessings. Look, if you haven't gotten anything out of this talk today, I want to leave you with this one. Okay, I want to share this one with you. I want to share this one with you. There was a gentleman in my workplace back in the days when I was corporate that would go every time and sabotage me with the boss. I mean, he will make things up. Like some of the most ridiculous thing ever. I mean, there was one part where he said that I am a thief, that I steal the stock company's money. What? I mean, I've done a lot of things in my life, but never ever steal anybody's thing. What? Listen to me. The worst lie that this gentleman goes and instigate, it was that day that my boss called me into the office and said, Steve, listen, I want to talk to you. We know that this gentleman, because of his jealousy about the kind of work you can do, the kind of quality work you can do, we know that he's been fabricating things. We investigated. We didn't find anything. And because of the image defamation that he has done to you, and because of the hard work we know you put in this company, we want to give you a better position and double your pay. Hey, listen, I'm telling you, they may plan it ahead. They may go behind the wall and plan against you. But let me tell you something. 1,000 may fall on your left and 10,000 on your right, and nothing shall come near you. Why? Because the Lord is your refuge. If you haven't gotten anything of this talk today, I want to tell you something, that where your problem is arising, it is in that very place that your blessing is. I want to tell you something. Where you think your crisis is that very place that your opportunity is. I want to tell you something, that it is where a lot of people saw billions of Indians barefoot. It was in that very place that some other people saw them with shoes that he went ahead and sold for 50 cents a shoe, and he became a billionaire. Hey, listen, my name is Stephen Dossou, all the way from Togo, Togo. Remember, you can be great, and I will see you on top. Voila.